think that heat dome, while not a full surprise given what we know about climate science, was a shock to have that happen in June in British Columbia when often we're talking about January. It took a lot of people by surprise, and that doesn't excuse the fact that people died who didn't need to die, but it is a really important reminder that climate change is real. We have to do everything we can to stop it. The climate science is clear that extreme events are likely to increase in severity and in frequency over time. This is going to be happening even while, not if, while we reduce our greenhouse gas emissions to the point where we're not causing further harm. So planning for this, though, is challenging because the effect is different everywhere. So how climate change is going to affect the exact weather in any one place, not always 100% easy to predict. That said, we know that extreme heat is going to be part of the package. And in a country like Canada, where many areas are not used to extreme heat, it's like communities that don't have enough snowplows all of a sudden getting blizzards every year. It's not something you're prepared for. It's not in your long-term budgeting and planning if you're a city that hasn't experienced it before. But we have to make those decisions now. We have to make that recognition. Extreme heat, flooding, extreme rain, all the things that we've been seeing, the series of reports, communities going underwater, communities going up in flames, seniors dying in their homes. Every municipal, regional, provincial, and federal government has got to take this seriously and make the investments to be prepared and not put it off and not pretend that it's not going to happen. We have to do the work to get a handle on climate change, and we have to deal with both the biodiversity crisis, which is the loss of nature, and with climate, which is too much consumption and use of fossil fuels, and the two are going hand in hand. The solutions also go hand in hand. Where there is nature, where there is tree cover, where there is the ability to get into cooler natural areas, people survive better. So I think that our communities need to start planning with nature in mind. We need to reintegrate trees and natural spaces and open areas for breeze into the places that we live, and to make sure that's distributed equitably, because certain neighborhoods have it and certain neighborhoods don't. And then, of course, from an emergency planning point of view, we need to have the resources in place to help people in the moment. So there's a long-term and a short-term element.